What strange trips! Even after years of watching hundreds of documentaries, television shows, and countless images and videos online, some things still surprise us. Maybe it's because there are over 7 billion of us, and with instant internet access, we can encounter anything, anytime. Even if you think you've seen it all, there's always something new. And that's why Mr. Curiosity is here. For this and much more, these are 20 things you'll see for the first time in your life. If you enjoy sweets like candies or pastries, you'll likely be fascinated by this vending machine found throughout Japanese cities. Yes, as you see, this machine operates when you insert a specific amount of money. It will give you cake in different versions, from a can as if it were just any drink, to a tray wrapped in plastic. We know crashing a car at certain speeds and into certain objects can be extremely disastrous, at least on Earth, and you don't need much imagination since you know how they work. Gravity in that case. Still, you likely don't know what it's like on other planets in our solar system, such as Jupiter or the Moon. And apparently the consequences would not only be different from how gravity works here, but could even favor certain situations, like a car crash. How interesting, Mrs. Nature. In case you have a tattoo that you really don't want and regret having, you might want to watch this video first before even thinking about removing it. And that's because the process of removing one is quite painful, since lasers have to be applied to the skin to do it. And, well, Smarter Everyday shows you his experience in a full-screen close-up of what this process really looks like. If you feel the pain just watching, imagine how it is in real life. Like most people, you probably have old socks at home that you're ready to throw away. But before you do, there's a way you can recycle them without having to throw them away. It can also be a great decoration for any room by cutting them into thin strips and using a large crochet hook. You can easily make a rug for your bathroom or dining room, and it can look great depending on the colors you choose. One of the greatest wishes someone can have is to walk on water, and obviously the less help you have from any technological device and the more normal it looks, the better. That was his idea for the channel, a pair of devices for each foot. That allows you to walk on water practically as if it were any flat surface. Though it doesn't look fully natural, it's more normal than any similar invention we've seen. If your favorite character in all of Marvel is Spider-Man, then I have good news for you. Is it possible to make your own web shooter and put it on just like the character does? And to do it, the substance inside is compatible with soluble polymer solutions that have a solvent which evaporates at room temperature. And if these are synthesized correctly, they can create long floating strands of polymer chains just like you're seeing here, so maybe you should try it at least once. We all know how annoying it can be to lose internet in the middle of an important task at home. And chances are you know and have played the Google Chrome dinosaur mini game. Yes, the one that appears on any tab. As for your Wi-Fi, it stops working. Well, for some reason, this channel wanted to take it to another level and decided to create the same game, but in RTX. As you can see, after hours of work, this is the final result of the dinosaur. Great job, my friend. Without a doubt, drawing is something that really excites more than one person. And even if that's not the case, maybe you enjoy doing it, at least every now and then. Benny Productions usually puts a lot of effort into things like that, including editing and using effects, visual effects. In this case, they're realistically recreating some drawings his subscribers sent, as shown here. And without a doubt, all of them end up looking more than incredible. If you're thinking about getting a tattoo, or if you're simply interested in the topic, to start tattooing on your own, this video shows you what you need and how. This man explains step by step how he practices on different surfaces to start tattooing. Even so, he states that he doesn't know 100% about the subject, since he's not a professional, but maybe his advice and mistakes can help you. And in the end, the truth is that his drawings didn't turn out bad at all. What are you about to see? These sea cnidarians include animals like jellyfish, anemones, siphonophores, and corals. This brings the total to over 13,000 species. The truth is, you can find many curious and fascinating creatures like these. And among some of them, In this video, we can find different jellyfish and corals that really look amazing. As a kid, you were likely captivated by animated movies, especially Disney or Pixar films. If so, you might recall the scene in Toy Story 2 where a man repairs Woody, replacing his parts one by one. Others remember it too, which is why this Japanese man realistically recreates the scene piece by piece. And here you can see the result. If you're familiar with sports like hiking or similar activities, then you'll definitely like this channel a lot since its videos are mainly related to outdoor survival. In this case, David Cutt decided to try this unusual saw, which as you can see is very different from what we're used to. And that's because instead of having the typical straight shape with blades, it's basically a large thin rope with blades around it. For tasks like cutting a log in half, just as shown here, and although it's quite different, apparently it could help you in certain situations. Stay away from saws, Timmy, in case you didn't know them. There's an old custom of making comfort birds, also called consolation birds in Spanish, and it's nothing more and nothing less than a small figure carved out of wood. They're typically no larger than your palm and are often given to close people as a sign of affection. They can even be used as a good luck charm and similar things. But anyway, here you can see more or less the process to create one of these adorable wooden birds. If there's something that some past decades have left us, even today, it's definitely televisions, especially the small ones, which we can barely imagine watching any television show on now. They're so old that I probably haven't ever seen one in person. But anyway, in this video, you can see a complete restoration of a model produced in 1981, and as you can imagine, it's in terrible condition. But the result in the end turns out to be incredible compared to how it was at first, huh? Yes, that's a smart mirror or something similar. It's not touch sensitive, it's just a fixed image, but it definitely looks amazing, since you can use any image you want. It was created by the channel Wicked Makers, who this time show you how to make your own smart mirror using somewhat complex materials and knowledge. If you're good at this, you'll definitely be able to do it. Meet Nilanji Patel, a Hindu girl whose most notable feature is the astonishing length of her hair. She holds a Guinness record for hair measuring about 170 centimeters, or possibly a bit more. And here you can see how much this means. However, after 12 years without touching it, she finally decided to cut it, getting a completely different style as well. What you see here is a device known as a gyroscope, and as you can see, it doesn't matter in which direction or how you move it, it will always stay upright. It's quite curious, and the reason why this happens is because this type of object has the ability to spin around its own axis of symmetry. It can also tilt 90 degrees to the direction of the applied force. And, well, it's probably for this very reason that it becomes so addictive to watch. Without a doubt, one of the most incredible countries in the world is Japan, which surprisingly has some of the most expensive foods in the world. This may look like ordinary meat, but it isn't. Called olive wagyu, it's renowned as the world's most mysterious meat. The reason is quite simple, and it's because the cows that produce this type of meat are mainly fed olive pulp. Cows that became known for being located specifically in the city of Kagawa. Here you can see what they look like, and if you try it, you can even taste the olives. Why are you so strange, Japan? Even if you're not a fan of video games, chances are you've spent hours playing at some point. Some of the ones you'll hear mentioned below. In addition to that, many of them have extremely large maps, unlike others we know, which for some reason can cover up to thousands of kilometers in total. That's why this video shows a nearly exact comparison of maps from popular games like Batman, Arkham Knight, Fortnite, Grand Theft Auto, and more. If you'd love to have your own car and can't afford one because of how expensive they really are, the news is that you can make one yourself. Well, that's what this man tried to do at home, since he wanted to recreate a car model using objects like wires, cardboard, and more. What stands out most is that he uses a 3D pen to create the rest of the vehicle, and you can see the way he does it and assembles different parts, including its 4 wheels.